So in the previous session, I taught you the intersection of two lines and how to determine if a pair of line is parallel, or if there is a point of intersection, or if they are skewed. Now in this session, I will teach you the angle between two lines. The angle between two lines. To find the angle between two lines, it can be found by finding the value of theta with the formula cos theta is equal to A times B over A and B. This A and B refers to the scalar, now not the scalar. A dot B is the scalar product of A and B. A dot B is the scalar product of A and B. Okay, remember that A is also the same thing as the vector equation of OA, and B is the same thing as the vector equation of OB. You should be able to remember this from the last session. Okay, now how about the other modulus value of A and B? These are not modulus values actually. So the value of A is equal to the square root of each component of A squared. That is AX squared plus AY squared plus AZ squared. I hope you understand. That is the absolute value of A, and that of B is equal to BX squared plus BY squared plus BZ squared. For example, if OA, which is also equal to A, is equal to 5 minus 1, 2. So the first value here is AX, this is AY, and this is AZ, isn't it? So that implies that the absolute value of A, which is also the absolute value of OA, is equal to the square root of 5 squared plus minus 1 squared plus 2 squared. Is that understood? Which is equal to the square root of 25 plus 1 plus 4. So 25 plus 4 is 29, and that should be the square root of 30. I hope this is well understood. So A dot B is the scalar product of A and B. And how do you find the scalar product A dot B? How do you find the scalar product A dot B? So this is equal to AX BX plus AY BY plus AZ BZ. I hope you understand that. Where AX, AY, and AZ are the three components of A in the three dimensions. Likewise for the line B. So let us solve an example. The question states, find the angle between the vectors this and this. Okay, let us find the angle between these vectors. So to find the angle between a vector, if this is A and this is B, we know that cos theta is equal to the scalar product of AB over AB, isn't it? So the first thing, let's find the scalar product. Now for A dot B, that will be equal to A1 times B1 plus A2 or AY times BY plus AZ times BZ. Is that understood? You can also call it A1, B1, A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, or AX, AY, AZ, or BX, BY, BZ. Anyone that is comfortable for you is fine. So this becomes minus 2 times 4 is minus 8, then 3 plus 0. The answer is minus 5. That means the scalar product of A and B is equal to minus 5. Then the next thing is to find the absolute value of a, which is equal to the square root of minus 4 squared plus 3 squared, isn't it? Then 0 squared is 0, of course. So this is equal to 4 squared is 16 plus 9. 16 plus 9 is 25, isn't it? That's the square root of 25, which is equal to 5. How this is understood? Then the absolute value of b is equal to the square root of 2 squared plus minus 1 squared plus 3 squared, right? Then this is equal to the square root of 2 squared is 4, minus 1 squared is 1, 3 squared is 9. So this is 4 plus 1 is 5, 5 plus is equal to 14. I hope this is understood. Oh, I made a mistake earlier. 3 times minus 1 is minus 3, okay? Minus 8 minus 3 should be minus 11, not minus 5, minus 11, okay? That has been corrected. So at the end of the day, we can now find cos theta to be equal to a dot b is equal to minus 11. And this absolute value of a, of course, is 5, and that of b is root 14. Then you can use the calculator to find cos theta, okay? So let's find cos theta. So minus 11 over 5 root 14 is equal to minus 0.58797, okay? That means theta will be equal to arc cos of minus 0.58797. When you are solving, please, while you're writing your step, make it at least 4 decimal places. So when you're now writing your final answer, you can decide to make it 1 decimal place, okay? So the arc cosine of this will be equal to 126.0 degrees. I hope this is understood. So this is the angle between the two lines. Now the second question. We are asked to verify that these vectors are perpendicular. For two lines to be perpendicular, that means the angle between them is what? 90 degrees. That implies that theta must be equal to 90 degrees. So we are asked to verify that the angle between them is 90 degrees. I hope this is understood. So like I said earlier, cos theta will also be equal to a dot b over a b, isn't it? So a dot b is equal to a1 times b1, isn't it? Plus a2 times b2 plus a3 times b3, which is minus 9 times 2 is minus 18 plus 6 plus 12, isn't it? And minus 18 plus 6 plus 12 is equal to 0. Since this is equal to 0, I don't think I need to calculate a and b, because cos theta is equal to 0 over whatever value of absolute value of a and whatever value of b that will be gotten here. So that means that cos theta is equal to 0 over anything is 0. Okay, that means theta is equal to arc cos of 0, and the value of theta will be equal to 90 degrees, which proves that these two vectors are perpendicular or are at 90 degrees to each other. You can also be asked to verify if two vectors are parallel. If they are parallel, the angle between them will be equal to 0. I hope this is well understood. Thank you for your time, and watch out for the next video on complex number. After that, then I will solve past questions on paper 3. Thank you for joining me. God bless you.